Good morning and welcome. I'm Tim Steinhauer, I'm the Mount Lebanon Superintendent, and I'm going to try to provide you with some daily updates as we know them. At this time, I know that communication is vitally important, and I'm here to tell you what we know and potentially what we don't know. Here's what I know at this time. This situation remains very fluid with school districts. Number one, the governor closed 10 schools for 10 days starting Monday. There will be no practice, no activities, no events scheduled in any of our buildings, nor will we allow anybody to use our buildings during that time period. Our buildings will be closed to essential personnel only. Most personnel are working from home. Most of our administrative staff is working from home remotely, and only essential people will be allowed into the buildings during this time. As I said, most of our administrators will be working remotely. The best way to communicate with the Mount Lebanon School District during this time will be via email, and we'll get back to you as quickly as we possibly can. Today and for the foreseeable future, lunches will be served, lunches and breakfast in the same bag will be served from 11 to 1 as a drive-through or a walk-through at our high school C20 entrance, and that's the entrance on Horseman Drive that is beneath the skywalk. So I would ask you to take advantage of that during this time. But here are the many things that we don't know. We don't know how much longer this is going to occur. Right now, the governor has identified 10 days. But as we know, this situation remains fluid and may go much longer than this. I've been asked, will we be required to make up these days? At this time, we don't know. The governor has waived the 180-day required attendance days, but at this time, we don't know what the plan is to make up any days that we miss beyond that. When will FIDS kick in? Those are the flexible instructional days. The Mount Lebanon School District was approved to deliver flexible instructional days, but few of our other colleagues throughout the Commonwealth were given that same opportunity. Right now, the governor and Secretary of Ed are working on a plan to see if they can expand that. But for the foreseeable future, we will not be providing flexible instructional days because nobody in the school district should be working other than essential personnel. And will this school year be canceled? We've heard rumors that this school year may be canceled, but at the present moment, we don't know anything about that, and we'll have to wait for additional information from the governor. So I remind you, the expert advice you're getting from everybody from the CDC, the Allegheny County Health Department is number one, wash your hands for a minimum of 20 seconds. Avoid touching the face whenever possible. Practice social distancing. Make sure that we're keeping 6 feet in between each other. And practice, most importantly, practice those self-care strategies that we need to maintain our immune systems. Things like making sure that you're getting enough sleep and rest, making sure you're eating well and eating healthy. I encourage you to stay active and exercise as much as possible. And probably my most important part of this is work on mindfulness. Think about how we think. Concentrate on our outlook. Concentrate on our moods. Things like being grateful to each other and reaching out to those in need. And one of the things that we know about Mount Lebanon, we have a lot of people in our community that need extra help and attention, some of our senior citizens. It's important to reach out to them, too, to make sure that they have the supplies that they need. I remind you that on the district website, we're maintaining up-to-date information. And it will give you everything from what we know right now from the governor, from the Secretary of Ed, and most importantly, how to talk to your children about this pandemic that is occurring. So stay tuned. We'll try to give you a daily update at 9 o'clock, and you can live stream that. So one of the important strategies that we know is to help us with our stress and anxiety is mindfulness. And this gives us a great opportunity to practice some of those strategies. So I'm going to try to help us find a little peace, a little calm in this hecticness that is going on around in our community. For our children, we're going to start today with some alpha breaths. And many of our elementary students are aware that we've been using this book for alpha breaths. And alpha breaths talks about a breathing strategy that can help us reduce and calm the mind, calm the body. And for every letter of the alphabet, we have a different breathing strategy. Today, children, we're going to practice 2 of them. The first one we're going to practice is our alligator breathing. So this strategy involves turning into an alligator for a few minutes and pretending that our arms are the big alligator breaths or big alligator jaws, that they open and close. And so when we open our big jaws, we're going to take a big breath in through our nose, and when we exhale, we're going and close our arms, we're going to let that breath go out through our mouth. So let's try that all together. So boys and girls, if you'd get ready, and we'll be an alligator together, let's put our jaws together, and we're going to try 3 big breaths together. Everybody ready? So big breath through the nose, and out through the mouth. And number 2, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And number 3, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Boy, you were great alligators. I'm glad you tried that. And the last one we're going to try, boys and girls, is this butterfly breath. We're going to make our arms like the wings of a butterfly that go up and down. So when our wings go up, we'll take a breath through the nose, and when the wings go down, we'll take a breath through the mouth. So let's see how we are as being butterflies. All right, boys and girls, ready? Let's get our wings ready. And we're going to try 3 of these also. So big breath through the nose, and out through the mouth. Make those wings go all the way up, and out through the mouth. And one last big breath through the nose. What great butterflies you all were. And that helps us calm our bodies and calm our minds during these stressful, anxious times. And now for all my adults in the community that are watching this also, we're going to try a little mindful meditation. And for us, it's the same thing. If we can control our breath, we can control our mind. And one thing that our children need at this time is adults to be good role models for them. So if we're stressed out and anxious, it's likely we're going to have stressed out and anxious children. So if you'd like to join me for a couple minutes of mindful meditation, I ask you to find a comfortable position. I ask you to put your feet flat, straight on the floor. And boys and girls, you can try this too. I ask you to sit up straight. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. If not, you can just look down at the floor. Or if you'd just like to take a rest for a few minutes, you can do that. So let's close our eyes for a few minutes. And let's find our bodies and sink into our feet. And let's just start at the top of the head and see and feel where we have any tension, and just note it and let it pass. Don't focus on it. Don't stay there. So start at the top of the head. Go down through the neck. Release that shoulders a little bit. Down through the chest and the abdomen, the lower back. Down through the thighs, through your knees and your calves and your ankles. And let's focus on our feet for right now and how we're attached to the ground that we're sitting at. And let's us take 3 breaths together. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And just let our body settle for a few minutes. And as thoughts come and go, that's normal. Just let them come and go like clouds. And remember that no matter what the cloud is up there, or how cloudy it looks, or how much is in our lives right now, that blue sky is always there. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes, take another deep breath, and let it go. Well, I hope that was helpful for our boys and girls and for our adults in our community, and I hope some of the information that I was able to provide is helpful. And what I always like to end with our staff and our teachers, is one moment of self-care. And if you're comfortable, you can put your hand on your heart, feel that spot where your heart is, or if you'd rather just hug yourself, you can do that too. And you can repeat to yourself quietly, may I be happy, may I be healthy, and may I be peaceful. Thank you all for joining me today. Hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow. Thank you.